What's poppin' YouTube, and welcome to my channel, Astro Finesse. It's your boy Lil Finesse, Jiggy Hippie, back with another video for y'all. And in this video right here, we're gonna be talking about if you have an Aquarius Moon. And this is my placement, so I didn't even have to do a lot of research. I'm just gonna go strictly based on my experience of being an Aquarius Moon all my life. So pause for the cause. If you don't know what your moon sign is, if you don't know how important astrology is, direly, drastically important, I'm talking about you have to know about yourself through astrology. If you just started learning about this, like self-love, self-knowledge, there's a couple of videos in the description box that I'm going to drop that you have to watch first to become hip to the knowledge of what I'm about to talk about in this video. So now, if you look at your natal chart and you realize you're an Aquarius Moon like me, first of all, what's poppin'? I fuck with you on an even deeper level because we have the same moon sign, so what's up? And this video is for you. So without further ado, let's just get it popping, shall we? This video might be long, by the way, just because I'm just gonna let my mind just go with this topic. So just bear with me. Anyway, so y'all know how I start. I'm gonna give y'all a list of some celebrities of the Aquarius Moon placement. So right now we got Marilyn Monroe, we got Eminem, Muhammad Ali, we got Billie Eilish. I think that's how you say her name. I don't really listen to her music, but I do see that she's like getting like more popular now, and I see that she's very weird, and I fuck with weird people, and I'll explain all that. Aquarius people like weird, different people, but she's very weird and shit, so that's why she's weird. We got Lil Wayne, and he's weird as hell too with his dressing nowadays. But Denzel Washington, we got Morgan Freeman, Trey Songz, Stephen Curry, Solange, that's like Beyonce's sister. We got Chance the Rapper, Larry Bird, and Arsenio Hall. If y'all know who that is, then that means you're a true 90s baby. So anyway, Aquarius Moon, boom. So look, let me start off by talking about the mother. If you have an Aquarius Moon, that means you had an Aquarius type mother. And being raised as an Aquarius Moon, right? Your mother was probably the type that was not really like emotionally like invested in you, like emotionally, but she was very like logical and was straight up and gave you things that you needed, didn't really supply you like emotional support. And I'll give you an example. Let's say like when you're younger, you like riding on a bike and you fell and scraped your knee. You won't have the mother that'll be like, oh, it's okay, baby, and start kissing your boo-boo and shit. Like, you have the mother that'll be like, all right, just brush it off, get up, get up, smile, and keep moving. Like, they'll tell you, or they like try to show you that to be independent, you have to be strong, you shouldn't be emotional, you have to be independent. You had a mother that wanted you to be independent growing up. They didn't really baby you and like give you emotional support like that, but really gave you like, be independent, be strong, be your own person, be yourself. So you had a mother that was very logical. Like, you had a logical relationship with your mother. Like, it wasn't emotional, it was like a logical, kind of like a detached relationship too. Like, your mother was kind of detached from you emotionally too. So growing up with this and seeing how your mother was and seeing that she was very detached, she wasn't really emotionally expressive like that, you become emotionally detached from people. So I'm gonna talk about all that like in details too as this video goes on, about how we deal with our emotions and why we like ignore people and ghost people and all that. But give y'all some good things about being Aquarius Moon. Aquarius, and I'll talk about this in my Aquarius video. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and check it out. It's actually my most viewed video so far, and I'm not surprised because Aquarius people love to learn and love to just grasp knowledge. Like, what they're here for is to share information. So what they do with their free time is to, every single thing they do, wherever they go, who they talk to, any spare time they have, they like to grasp knowledge and like intake knowledge. So your purpose is to share your knowledge that you know. And I talk about this in my video, Aquarius video, but we're here to like be innovative, be inventive. We're very different, very weird, like very, very weird. And I like being called weird, honestly. People might think like it's a bad thing, but being weird is just being yourself and standing out and being true to who you are and not caring about the norms and not caring about what people think about you. So very different, innovative, very weird. We like being ourselves, but at the same time, we have so much knowledge inside of our mind that we just always feel the need to like share it, because we are humanitarians by nature. We love helping people in the broader prospect of people. We like helping people abroad. Like, we're not really good with one-on-one relationships, and I'll talk about that deeper as this video goes on, but we're here to help humanity. We're here to help like everybody at once, like the broad prospect of people. Cause that's how we see things. That's how we see life. We see people like an eagle's vision. Like when the eagle's flying over, they can see everything from below. That's how we like see people. That's how we see life. We see everybody. We treat everybody the same. We see everybody all together. Like we see a whole picture. We see the broad prospect of everything, which is why we like, sharing knowledge with people and trying to change lives and helping people and all that. So yeah, you're here to share knowledge. So that's your purpose. So now, boom. We all got something to work on. You already know what time it is. Now I can't believe I'm about to like share this, because this is like my personal things I have to work on, that I'm currently working on. I'm making progress, but nobody's perfect. But the main thing with us, I'm gonna say us, because we're all on the same journey together. The main thing with us that we have to work on, because we are popping as hell, and I'll talk about that too. But we have this big problem with connecting with people emotionally, especially one-on-one. Like, because we were raised not really like emotionally like supported like that. We're raised to be logical, raised to be independent, raised to take care of ourselves, be individualistic, to be ourselves. Because we're raised like that, we're not really good at connecting with people. And something that we do that we have to stop doing, and make sure y'all pay attention, we have to stop doing this. Like, I do this and I hate when people like push me to the point of doing this. I really hate when this comes out. But it's just like, I don't know, it just happens. Like, we ghost people, or we cut people out of our lives with no explanation. Like, no explanation. We have to stop cutting people out of our lives without telling them why we're doing that. I'm not saying we're supposed to like, get stuck in a situation and be like, damn, this is what it is, I'm stuck in it. But you want to make sure you tell them why, like, all right, this is why I'm about to be out. This is why this is not working for me. We just naturally just be like, all right, in our head, we're like, all right, this is not working. This is not what I thought it was, because we're kind of idealistic in relationships, and I'll talk about that too. So we're like, this is not working, this is not for me, so I'm out. And then we cut them off, or we ghost them, or we just ignore them with no explanation though. So like, we have to work on making sure we communicate to people and tell them why we're doing what we do. One is somebody like intimate with us, like relationships or like friendships like that. Now, being Aquarius Moon, we're naturally unique as hell. We're very eccentric. We're very different. We stand out. Now, Leo is the opposite of Aquarius. So now Leo, look at Leo, how Leo's ruled by the sun. So they feel that everything revolves around them. So they get a lot of attention. Leos get a lot of attention for being themselves, for being, for just shining basically. And now Aquarius gets attention for being different, for being innovative, for just being weird and different. So we both get a lot of attention. Leo gets attention from their energy, and Aquarius gets attention from their intellect and their mind. Aquarius Moons, we are smart as fuck. Understand this, that we're made like this to receive information. We're made to just know things automatically. We're just very intelligent, because all we do is just taking information. When I'm talking to somebody I never met before, all I'm doing is reading every single thing between the lines, what they're saying, their body language, how they're projecting themselves, their posture. Like, I'm reading and like critiquing every single thing in that exact moment. We're always like taking in information. So we're really smart, really eccentric, really different. We like living life the way we want to. We like expressing ourselves the way we want to. We hate social norms. We hate being told what to do. Oh my goodness. Like, when I'm at work and shit, and like my managers, because that's their job as a manager is to tell you what to do. When they tell me what to do and shit, I'll be like, yo, I don't know. It's like, we just hate being told what to do, because we feel within ourselves that, first of all, we know how to live our life. We know how to do things. We know a lot. We just feel like we know a lot. That's how sometimes we can become ego. Our ego could be big. We think that we're know-it-alls and shit, that we gotta work on that too. But we feel and we do know a lot. So we feel like we know a lot. So we hate being told what to do. I'm gonna give y'all some advice too on like when it comes to working and shit. Like, we're not supposed to be working for people. We're supposed to like try and figure out a way to make money for ourselves. But I'll talk about all that later on. We're very broad-minded. We like to look at the bigger picture of everything. So we give great advice. Like, if you're going through things, you need help about something, ask an Aquarius Moon, and they'll give you like straight up advice from a broad point of view. Like, we don't really like, we're really open-minded, we're very broad-minded. Everything about us is like big and like new and like expansive. Like everything about it is just big and new and expansive, just different. So we're just very broad-minded. We don't judge people up front. Like we do judge people, like low key, we judge people, but like we're really open to anybody and everybody. We love everybody as a humanity. So when there's weird people coming up to us, talking to us, anybody that comes up to us, talks to us, really enjoy the conversation. We like talking to people, we like getting to know people, because we like studying people, studying humanity, studying how people interact. So we will never judge you for like whatever you tell us. If you went through some crazy things, told us some crazy shit, we're not gonna be like, oh, that's so weird, or you're so, like, we're not gonna stay away like that. We're not gonna judge you for who you are, kind of thing, up front. But we will judge you in our head, like, all right, so damn, this person's like this, so I'm not gonna really like, associate myself around him or her like that, or I'm not really gonna like give him my energy like that. We judge in our head, but on the outside, we're not gonna judge you. We're accepting of everybody because we want to be accepted for being who we are. So in turn, we accept everybody for who they are. We want people to be different and individualistic. We really like our inspiration to other people around us, because we're just so, I don't care what anybody thinks, I do what I do. So we really want people to be the same, like, be yourselves, be individualistic. So we'll never judge you straight up like that. But if you're mad, if you're somebody that doesn't go with our like way of living, then we will like stay away from you type shit, but we won't judge you straight up. Aquarius is here to communicate with the masses, with people. So listen to this, like if you're an Aquarius Moon, peep this. And like YouTube is like such a big platform. Y'all don't understand how powerful like YouTube is, how it's about to become in the future. Especially YouTube channels are about to be the new TV channels, the new television. Like listen, like you can even notice, like even lately they got like more than one commercial now. During breaks they got 2 commercials. Like the advertising companies are starting to peep, like, nobody watching TV no more, let me go to YouTube where everybody's actually watching things and learning from people. So now you got all the advertisements and more commercials and YouTubes and all that. But as an Aquarius Moon, you have to understand that we have to use the internet, because that's what we are ruled by. That's what we represent, is the internet, technology, new thinking, innovative thinking, and sharing knowledge. So as an Aquarius Moon, you should use, like, I personally use YouTube, but use something in the internet that you can share your knowledge with the masses. And in turn, make that your purpose so that you can like monetize it and make money for yourself, by yourself. So you wouldn't have to work a slave 9 to 5, because that is like old school living. The world is changing, like we're all changing. So we have to really figure out ways to take care of ourselves. We're living in the age of Aquarius. So not everybody should try to like live and adjust to the Aquarian mindset, which is being individualistic, being yourself, thinking for yourself. Stop looking at like government to think for you. Stop looking at other people to think for you. Do your own research, think for yourself. Like we have to adjust to that mindset. Make money for yourself. Stop depending your life on like, I'm trying to work for this company because they've been here for so long. And when you like rely on people like that, that's this old school way of living. So we have to try and focus on trying to do things for ourselves. We have to try and share our knowledge with people. We have to try and like, we as a community, as a people, humanity should be trying to share information and taking information with each other. And the best way to do this, I'm telling y'all, is YouTube. There's a lot of YouTubers out there, and a lot of them have Aquarius energy. I've noticed a lot of them are very like, have a lot of Aquarius energy, whether it's their sun, their moon, Venus, whatever. But we're here to share information. So as an Aquarius Moon, really try to like, I know you know something that you know a lot of and you're really good at knowing it, or you're really smart in one subject or something, you're really good at something. I already know you're really good at that, and you have like a separate way of thinking, separate way of doing it. Bring it to YouTube and share it. Like that's what we're here to do. Like we're here to like learn from each other. We shouldn't really like try to like look in the media for what the big corporations make for us, like the movies and TV shows. We should like use the media that we make as a people for each other, like YouTube. Like, I'm making these videos and I watch other videos of people that do things that I'm interested in and I'm learning from them. We should be doing like that, like sharing information with each other and connecting with each other. That's the new innovative way of doing things, trying to make money for yourself by using your talents, sharing it with the world, and you get monetized from it. You monetize it. This way you could make a living off of doing what you love, what you do. And instead of working a 9 to 5, slaving for somebody else, You're doing something that you love, that you're good at, and you're helping people and you're sharing your knowledge. So that's some advice. If you have an Aquarius moon, is like, start your own innovative way of sharing your knowledge that you can make money from it. In turn, that will help you become individualistic. You don't have to rely on corporations, rely on going to work and all that. And also, you're going to be doing your purpose, which is helping humanity. And it all ties in. Like, this is YouTube, internet, that's our thing. We should be doing that. If you have an Aquarius moon, make a YouTube channel today. Like, make it now. Like, start. It's a grind. You got to work from your way up. But this is what you're here to do, which is share knowledge. So now let's go back to the negatives when it comes to relationships. All right. So now, boom. The reason why Aquarius moon people ignore people, the reason why we ghost people, the reason why we're very emotionally detached all the time is because we live in our head. All right. But when you're dating us, you're going to picture Aquarius like a big block of ice, like a very big block of ice. When you first meet us, you're going to look at us like, damn, this person is very shy, very closed off. The ice is cold as hell, it's frozen. It takes us time for us to gradually to feel comfortable around you, to open up. It takes time for that ice to melt, for you to really see how we really are. And as it's melting, as time goes by, and we're like, the whole time the ice is melting, that we're observing you. Because when we like see somebody that we like or something, the reason why we ignore them is because all right, boom, this person right here is very attracted to me, or I like him or her. Like, damn, I could see something between us or something like that, or I could feel the energy. So we ignore them because we watch them and observe them. Like, we want to make sure that if you're going to get my energy, because we are very like, the same way Leos have a lot of pride in themselves, we have a lot of pride in ourselves with our energy and with our mind. So we love ourselves a lot. Like, Aquarius people love themselves. That's why they don't care what anybody says. That's why they do what they do. We love ourselves a lot. So in our head, when we're ignoring you, we're like, all right, I want to make sure you are worthy enough. I want to make sure you're the proper type person for me to open up to. So as the ice is melting, we're watching you, and all of a sudden, like, as time goes by, you will realize that the Aquarius person, the Aquarius moon person that's all shy and cold is actually really dope as hell. Is actually really cool. It just takes us a long time to gradually open up, because when it comes to emotions, that's not our forte. And the moon is emotion, so having the moon in Aquarius is even like, emotions are just not our thing. Like, we're just logical thinkers, like a computer, receive information, take out information. When it comes to emotions, we're not really good at expressing it. But Aquarius is right next to Pisces, and Pisces is the most emotional, most intuitive. So we have a lot of emotions. Like, I want to make sure y'all know this, coming from an Aquarius moon yourself, coming from an Aquarius moon himself. We have a lot of emotions inside of us. Understand that we're not just cold robots. We're not just cold and detached. We're not ice kings, ice queens. We have deep emotions inside of us. The thing is that something happened in our life that we earlier on, like, we really like invested in somebody or something, and that person betrayed us. So in turn, that just made us cold as hell. Like, made us cold as hell in the beginning. Like, all right, so damn, like, I really gave my energy to someone, and I got betrayed. So in return, now I'm learning my lesson. Like, from now on, I'm not going to really give my energy out or express my energy out like that. So that's why in the beginning, we're very cold and detached. That's that ice. Like, in the beginning, we're very cold and detached. But as time goes by and you start to like, we start to watch you and we start liking you, and we start seeing that you could really like, really on our level kind of thing, then the ice melts. And once the ice melts, then you like, once you get an Aquarius moon to like really, once you open up an Aquarius moon, you're going to really see like, damn, this person is deep as hell. This person is really like, this really deep as hell, like has really deep feelings and stuff, like has really deep emotions. But you would never see that in the beginning. So when you see that from the Aquarius moon person, they're very like, they're not talking to nobody, very cold and detached. Just understand that, boom, that's how they are. Maybe because they don't know me like that, that's why they're very cold, not talking. But understand that the whole time we're doing that, the whole time we're cold and detached, the whole time we're in our head and we're watching everything. We're observing everything. We peep everything. I could be sitting right here and there could be like two people behind me, and I could be looking like I'm not caring about what's going on. I could be looking like I don't see them, I don't notice them. But when they're talking, I hear it and understand that I'm really like listening to see exactly what they're saying, what they're talking about, how they're expressing themselves. We're always like learning how humans interact. So we're always observing our surroundings. Our mind never stops when it comes to observing things, because we're here to learn how the humans interact. We're here to share our knowledge with humanity. So we love studying people. Like, we love studying people. The thing is that we have to work on trying to be a little bit emotionally connected with people sometimes. Like, we're very closed off a lot because of what happened in the past, because of how we're raised. We're not really emotionally invested like that. We weren't really emotionally supported. We were logically supported. Like, we got taught how to be individualistic, which is why we're very independent. We do things by ourselves, for ourselves. We like being by ourselves. We're very independent. We love our space. But we have to work on trying to like connect with people emotionally a little bit. And I'm saying this, not that I do this and I'm good at it. I still have to learn how to do this. I'm still learning how to do this, making progress. But that's one flaw we have, is that we're not really emotionally connected with people, really close off, really ice. We make that block of ice very hard for it to melt. It takes us a long time for the ice to melt, kind of thing. So now relationships, what we are attracted to, what Aquarius Moon people are attracted to. We like weird people. We like people that are different. We like people that stand out. We like people that go against the grain. We like people that are quiet too. Like, I personally like quiet people. I like people that are like, do their own thing. Like, I look in a room and I see one person, the center of attention, the loudest, talking the most. I will not be attracted to that person, but I'll look around and I see the person that's by themselves or that's doing their own thing, and I'll be like, that person looks interesting. Like, we like weird, individualistic people because that's how we are. So if you want to attract us, be yourself. Like, show us something that makes you different, basically. Like, don't try to be something that you're not. That is so annoying and that's so fake, and we can see through that shit. Don't be somebody that you're not. It's so annoying. You don't understand. Like, I'm like, I could be sitting there talking to a female, and I could just see that she's acting like not herself, and that shit is so annoying. But I don't tell it straight up. But I'm like, all right. But then guess what? We ain't never gonna talk again, type shit. But be yourself. Show us that you are confident within yourself. Show us that you're weird like that. You don't have to hide nothing. We're not gonna judge you for what you do, because we generally like to connect with people that are like ourselves, which is very weird, eccentric, and different. So that's how you attract us. Now, once you attract us though, and you get us in a relationship, because relationships aren't really our thing. We're really individualistic, like being by ourselves. So relationships are not our forte at all. But we do get in relationships though. But when we get in relationships, we're like fully invested in that, and we're a fixed sign, so we're very loyal. But it takes a long ass time for that ice to melt, for you to really be able to like get us in that relationship. But once you attract us and you get us in a relationship, the work is not done, because we have like a probationary period where we're still peeping shit. We're still watching. We're still making sure, like, all right, like, this person's the right one. Because all we want, this is the secret, like, all we want in a relationship, all we want in a person is a person that started off as our best friend. Because when you're best friends with somebody, you could trust that person. That's that trust. When you have your best friend, think about your best friend and know that you could trust them. Like, my best friend over here, I could trust that person. So we're looking for a best friend that turns into our lover type shit. So that happens over time. That's like our perfect scenario of like a perfect partner. Having a best friend that understands us, that is like us, that has their own things going on, but then accept us for who we are, because we accept everybody for who they are, because we just genuinely like to learn about everybody. I could talk to a homeless person the same way I could talk to a president of a company. Like, I could just talk to everybody the same, because I look at everybody as we're all here together. We're all here to learn from each other. We're just all here together. Like, we're all in the same journey, doing the same things, living in the same world. So we have to treat each other the same way. So I just love learning from different types of people. The more weirder you are, the more intrigued I am by you, the more I like you the most, like, kind of thing. So once you get us in a relationship, we're still peeping shit. Like, we're still making sure before you get us fully committed, because once we are committed in a relationship, this is like a flaw too, which is sad. We are strictly loyal as fuck. We're a fixed sign, so we're very, very loyal to the T. Like, we're gonna ride that shit to the end, because once we have our mind set on something, we're very idealistic. So we have like an idealistic way of looking at who we like or what we like, how we live our life. So once we feel like you could fit in that mold and we put our energy into that, you have to understand that you have somebody that is going to be very loyal to you. That's somebody that's going to be like your best friend. Somebody that will always pour water of his or her knowledge to you. That's the humanitarian aspect. Somebody that's just going to ride with you and that's going to be very like real and honest with you. You're going to have somebody that's really like loyal as fuck. Aquarius moons, we are loyal as hell. This is why we take so long to open up. This is why we take so long to feel comfortable, because we know how we are. We know that once we give our energy to something, we're going to like ride that. We're going to really be true to that. So in the beginning stages of dating, understand that we're still peeping shit, probationary period. But one thing that we got to work on, like I said, like when you do something that we don't like, right? It's something that you're doing yourself and that's your life and that's what you're doing. But if it doesn't fit our idealistic ways, our idealistic, like, if it doesn't fit our mold kind of thing, and we don't like it, because all we want is like mental sanity. We like want mental stability, mental sanity, mental stimulations with somebody that we could chill with and kick it with, that was chilling. Like our mind does not have to be stressed out and shit. But once you bring that into our life kind of thing, it triggers us like, all right, damn, like this is not it. And then we leave, and once we leave, we are gone. We have to stop doing that and tell them why we're leaving though, because this is what's gonna happen. Like when somebody falls in love with the moon in Aquarius, they're falling in love with somebody that's so different, completely, somebody that they've never met before, a type of person that they've never met before. We are popping as hell. We're just dope as hell as people, like very friendly. We love people. So they're falling in love with somebody that they've never met before, about type shit, right? And they're going into this, and once we ghost them or we leave out of nowhere without telling them the reason, it's like having that perfect person that they fall in love with vanishes. So what happens is people start to stalk you, yo. Like this shit is mad real. Like your exes and like people that connected with you and all of a sudden you ghosted them, they start to stalk you because they're like, why is this person not talking to me? What happened? What did I do? They start to like really like, they kind of go crazy a little bit because you just vanished out of nowhere. Like we have to stop doing that ghosting shit. I'm telling y'all this because I do it all the time and I hate when I have to do it, but I'm working on it. But we have to stop ghosting people, because then you're going to have stalkers. Leos get attention all the time. Aquarius get attention all the time. They both have people that admire them all the time. Aquarius people, Aquarius moon people have admirers wherever they go. Like wherever they go, they don't even realize how much people like admire them because they're just doing their own thing. They're in their own head. Tasks just in their head, thinking about whatever they're thinking about the future, thinking about something new. They're just doing their own thing. But people around them always look up to Aquarius moon people or Aquarius energy, and they admire that person. Like they're like, this person is so different. He's so eccentric. He's so new. So we have a lot of admirers around us, right? So when people fall in love with us and they fall deeply in love with us and they do something that we don't like and we don't tell them what is going on or why we need to be like detached or why we need some space, and we just ghost them and just leave like that, understand that it gives them like leeway to stalk you, to like really like force their way back in your life because they want to know what happened. Like they're really like connected like that. We're not really like emotionally invested in the beginning like that, so it could be easier for us to just ghost people and leave. But people are different, so understand that you have to really put into consideration how you treat people, like when you're ghosting them, when you're leaving them, when you're ignoring them, because we do this ignoring shit because we like to keep things in our head. When we're going through things, when things are bad for us, we're very individualistic, we're very independent, so we don't really like telling people what's going on. All we do is go in our head and like, all right, let me fix the problem. I want to be by myself, because space and alone time is everything for us, because our mind is our best friend. So we love talking to ourselves and being in our head. We dead ass talk to ourselves a lot. Like we could talk to ourselves out loud too. Like we love ourselves like that. We're just that, like, you know, we're just that in our head a lot. So whenever like we're going through things, we could like really isolate ourselves and go by ourselves and don't say nothing to nobody and just be chilling. At the same time, that person that we're ghosted is going crazy. They're stalking us. They want to know what the fuck's going on and shit. So we have to work on communicating with that person. Like, look, this is what's going on. You don't have to tell them what's going on, but just be like, look, I have to right now. I have to be by myself, or I have to isolate myself. I need some space. You have to tell them that you need space. Tell them that you need to go somewhere. Don't just do it and dip out and expect them not to stalk you, expect them not to be like hella mad or just do things to get your attention that's like makes it even worse for you. Like, you have to work on communicating, because we're not good with emotions, so we have to work on communicating how we feel at the moment. I feel like I need to isolate myself. I feel like I need some space. I feel like this is not working. I feel like yada yada. Whatever you're feeling at the moment, we have to work on communicating that and telling them what's going on. So besides that, Aquarius moons, we are popping as fuck. I'm gonna keep saying this. This is our time, the Aquarian age. We are here to share our information. We know so much about something. We're here to share our information. People are gonna look up to us. We're here to talk to humanity as a whole. So most likely we're very popular on social media. We're just here to connect with humanity as a whole. So we're here to like use the internet for your knowledge, for sharing something. YouTube, make a YouTube channel. We should like, as people, we should all have a YouTube channel so we could all like connect with each other, watch something, learn something, connect with each other, and like we should all have a community of just watching each other and learning from each other. In turn, that our talent that we give out to the world will give us monetary gain, that we don't have to work a 9 to 5, which in turn will give us more time to focus on what we love. And all this will just help us be individualistic as people. We should not be relying on big companies to work for them and like slave for them, because time is money, and the time you're using working for somebody and the money they give you does not add up to what you could do for yourself if you focus and if you like really invest your time into making something for yourself. So that's what we're good at, is doing things for ourselves, being innovative, being different, and being real, just true to ourselves. Now, although this video is long as hell, so I'm gonna cut it right now. I definitely have a lot more to say, but Aquarius moons, I fuck with y'all heavy, heavy, heavy. Stop ghosting people without telling them why you're ghosting them. I'm saying this because I do it all the time. It's not good. We gotta stop doing that shit. But that's my Aquarius moon video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If you subscribe to my channel, you already know I fuck with you heavy. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and handle that one time for your boy. Drink your water, mind your business. It's your boy Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie. I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.